We just go up to the allotment to harvest some spuds and some other things, and yeah, it's pretty wet up here. We have to drive past Aldi to get here, which Mouse is not happy about. She's sheltered in the polytunnel and not looking very happy about life. We've been away for 2 weeks, so we thought we'd come up and do something at least in the green polytunnel. And that's some serious rain. And the grass is cutting, but that's not going to happen today. And it's a bit of a jungle. And this is a path here. The dahlias are looking pretty. Quite a lot of the brassicas are still looking good. All our sprouts opened up this year, unfortunately. Still got stacks of runner beans coming. Some big ones and all. This path isn't much better. The corn's all, well, I don't know what we did wrong with the corn, but it's all knackered. Leeks, I don't know whether that's leek moth or what's happened, but they looked really good before we went, and now they're dead, all of them. The rocket needs a bit of taming. The rhubarb is looking fantastic still, and the raspberries and blackberries all look good. They seem to have liked the weather. We've been up in Yorkshire for a couple of weeks and come down to this, which is nice. Let's have a look at the other plot, which is a bit of a mess. Pumpkins are coming on alright. Some brassicas bolted there, I don't know what they were. Pumpkin trying to escape that bed. Oh, we've got cauliflower. We didn't think we had any. We'll have that tonight. Oh, it's a good one, isn't it? Oh, that's a good size. Baby brassicas. This is our compost bed, essentially, because we've got this bed to fill and we're sort of running out of space for compost, so we're just chucking it in there. This is actually a squash plant. I think it's squash or pumpkin, one or the other. It's escaping every which way, even though half of it's dying back. These are our long carrots, which we'll harvest in a bit. Harvest one of them anyway. A couple didn't germinate, but we should have some nice size. And get the camera to focus with all this rain. Should have some nice size ones. These are pumpkins. Not pumpkins, sorry, squash. I'm not entirely sure what this squash is. We've got, I think, Crown Prince here. It's always sort of focusing. There we go. Crown Prince there. The butternut there, and then these, I'm not sure what they're called. I think they're just called winter roaster squash or something. That looks right. What size is that, by the way? That's a good one. I think there's another one similar sort of size. Oh, there's a smaller one there under the long grass. And this squash still hasn't quite escaped the bed, but it's trying. All the lettuce went to seed, but they look quite pretty. And we might even try and save some seed off of that if it ever stops raining. Marrows are still going alrightish. Some little ones. So, reasonable size one there, and that's the sort of size marrow we want anyway. Really. These are pretty. Now let me get around here. I think these are ginger nut sunflowers. And then flower bed down here looks good. I haven't noticed some of this. All the alliums have gone over now, but I think the salvia is looking good. Packing some more in there, I reckon, next year. Plenty of weeding to do, but I don't think we're going to be doing it today. Here's the polytunnel, which is clearly leaking. The other polytunnel, we've got some monster cucumbers. If I just hold one of those, you can see the size of it. That's maybe the best part of 20 inches, that I should think. A few of them there. And the plants look awful. But the new leaves look alright. Just the old ones are dying off. Some more big ones here. And some little ones still to come as well, which is good. I don't know what sort of temperature it's got up to in here. I've got it to 42. And low is 7 years. Getting late. Melons. We've never grown melons before, but we're really pleased with some of these. I forget which variety these are. There's a label here somewhere, but these are really ripe, I think. In fact, I'd say that little one probably is. I think those are honeydew. It's fallen off of its string, which is a bit of a pain. More side shoots from the tomatoes. Still need doing. These are orange something. Don't know what they are. To be honest, we had enough of tomatoes this year. There's another melon. So I'm really looking forward to these melons. I think we'll be doing a few more next year. Another tomato, that one's piccolo, however you pronounce it. Looking good. And the plant looks awful, but the fruits look alright. I think this is Rosella. I don't know. Tomato. Can't read my writing. God knows what that is. It's tomato. I think it's Rosella. That's what it looks like to me, but it might not be. Didn't look like that on the label. Polytunnel's leaking everywhere. This cucumber plant's never been quite as good as the others, but it still does throw out some good ones. I think we might have had, the longest one we've had so far this year is 19 inches. I think some of these might be even longer, because that was from the inside of my elbow to my finger. And that's, about the same, that one. So we'll see. These are San Marzano, which the plants always looked a bit crap, but we've got some carrots germinating here, which was sown in spring. This is I think Bangladeshi Naga chili, which is looking really good. It wasn't too happy in the other polytunnel. The other polytunnel doesn't get as hot as this one, but it's looking really good. We only got a few very small fruits, but I didn't do a lot with chilies this year, so it's been very neglected. I've been busy doing other stuff. There's another little one. Nothing. Oh, there is a right. Oh, must be eaten. Got something. It's been a bit of a difficult change for chilies for me, because the allotments are all organic, and yeah, I haven't really found a really good organic feed until just recently. Well, I still don't know whether I've found a really good organic feed. We'll see next year. This is I think this is the Bangladeshi Naga, sorry. Let's have a look. Oh no, this is a Dorset Naga. Little rope one there. Again, nowhere near as good as they have been in the past. Another tomato of some sort, piccolo, however you pronounce it. There's a little Charlie's chilli here, which seed that I saved about 4 years ago now, 3 years ago, probably 3 years ago when we went on holiday. The chap was growing his own chilies. He had no idea what they were, so I really liked them, so I saved the seed. And that's 3-year-old seed. And they all germinated, more or less. And the plant doesn't look very good now. It's not very happy in its little pot. But I had so many of them, I didn't want to put them in big pots. I tried growing one in the ground. Chilies just don't like being in the ground for some reason. But yeah, that's it really. I'll see if I've got a few inches in my butt today, which I should have. This comes off of the roof here into guttering at the back. This just over the compost base. Into the guttering at the back, comes into this one. That's then linked to this one, to this one, to this one, this one. Whoops, falling over the marrow bed. This one, or whichever way it goes. I think it goes from the yellow one to that one over there, to this one, to this one. And this one's never had anything in. Apart from the odd bit that I put in there. That one won't have anything in yet. And this one my parents have been using while we've been away to water. Oh, it's starting to refill. I should have a good few inches in my butt tonight. Yeah, that's it really. Got a lot of work to do, a lot of weeding to do. We don't do a lot of weeding generally, but they all seem to have come up right when we didn't want them really. Sophie's checking the water over there. Better go and give her a hand. We'll just come over to give Sophie a hand on the other plot with whatever she was doing with the water. This is the other structure, exactly the same thing as the other plot, but I haven't, I should say, had a chance to connect the rest of the barrels. So at the moment it's just going into this one black one here, and then we sort of rigged this up quickly before we went, just an overflow. But these two are full where we've been pumping them out. Well, this one here is full where we've been pumping it from the black one into this one. This is a little pump that Sophie got off of Amazon, I think about 40-50 quid. But she just said to me that the flow of water from the pump isn't much quicker than the flow of water coming in. So we might be here a while emptying this. And you're a bit wet, aren't you?
Just a little bit.
Right, it's our first attempt at growing long carrots. So we'll see how we've done. This is probably the biggest one by the looks of it. But, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think it's going to be massive. So there it goes. Ooh, it's pretty good.
Blimey. Bad.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So I forgot to say that the long carrots didn't go in until about June, July time, which is a bit late really. But some that we did do a bit earlier was these sweet candles. We only had 2 pallet collars on when we started them off. But next year we'll bring the sand right up to the full height, because some of them did get hit with root fly. But yeah, so Sophie will pull one up, see what they look like.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh, that looks good. They look bigger because you're little.
They look good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I don't think we win many shows with them, but it doesn't matter. We did some that were, we did 2 in the same core, like this one here. So if we, do you want to pull one of those actually?
I'll pull one of them.
Well, 2 of them.
Okay.
Put the pair of them. And yeah, just a bit of an experiment, and to be honest, most of those have been good enough for what we want. And they look pretty good.
There's one.
I'll just clean those up. That was one of the ones that was in a 2 in a core thing. That was one that was a single one in a core there next to it, and that's another one that was 2 in a core. And to be honest, they're nearly as long as the long carrots. So and these sweet candles were done in April, May?
Yeah.
April or May, and that one wasn't sown until July. So we'll do those long carrots again next year, but we'll get them in a lot earlier. Are you pleased?
Yeah. First, Blue Danube or Sarpo?
Whatever you like.
Okay.
We've got, which ones are these then?
These are Blue Danubes.
We've got Blue Danube, first year growing any Sarpo variety, but everybody seems to like them, so we thought we'd give them a go. Well, bloody hell. Jesus. Right, let's go and get the scales in a minute.
They're rotted.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Well, all of them?
Not all of them, but some of them have.
Oh, that's a shame. Do you reckon they got too wet? That compost looks quite dry there.
Yeah. Might be alright, and it's just, maybe these are the seeds, but they look a bit...
We definitely didn't put that many seeds in, that's full of scab, that one.
Yeah.
Whether... That's a shame, because that's the best harvest we've ever had.
Some of them might be alright, but... Some of them might be alright.
We'll harvest the ones that are edible anyway. So it's a big old harvest, that.
Yeah.
Just not much that's edible.
I'll harvest them all and then we'll go through it.
We might have to pop down to Aldi after all anyway. We've got spuds on spuds there. Yeah, loads of these are knackered. That one's just pure scab. Let's see what it's like inside. While you're doing that. Try and get the knife. I'm not sure what we've done wrong with these, but when you don't know what you've done wrong with something, it's difficult to rectify it. Drop my knife. You pass one here, so one of the really scabby, horrible ones. Just open this up and see what he's like inside. Sorry, I'm looking for somewhere to. Oh. I thought Blue Danube were blue inside.
I think we've had this conversation before. Last time, remember we had the loose one?
You get your camera to focus. Yeah, I'm sure Blue Danube is supposed to be blue inside.
Right.
Well, this is a complete and utter fuck up.
Well, not many rotted, they're just scabby.
They're just scabby. This is from a 30 litre bucket. Yeah, it's a hell of a harvest.
Yeah, the biggest one we've had by far.
Yeah. £30 bucket. I have no idea what the compost was, but they...
Oak tree.
Oh, this is our local nursery. Makes some... they don't make it, sorry, they compost from out on the Somerset levels. Yeah. Dunno. It was a good old harvest.
It's probably, I think it's a bit scabbed, to be fair.
Oh, so not rotten then?
No, I think it must have just been one or two
This-
that were rotted.
This one here looks alright.
Yeah, one or two that were rotted.
But I mean,
And that might have been the seed potatoes.
you see the scab goes right through the skin. But yeah, there's a bit of edible there. It'll be alright. Yes, keep coming.
Get a backache.
Sorry about my dodgy camera skills.
I think that's about it.
Just some tiny little ones. Oh, that's a good one. Maybe it's just the seed potatoes then that you saw that you thought, yeah. Yeah, all those look alright. Just covered in scab.
Yep. And that's about it.
Happy?
Happy.
Right then. What we got?
Sarpo Mira.
Any which compost?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
9th of April they were sown.
This is probably in the oak tree compost again with the local compost ever so cheap.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Bloody hell. I shouldn't have bothered buying those baby potatoes. There's a big slug, big worm as well. There's wormy.
Slug or a worm?
Worm.
Bloody hell. First time growing Sarpo Miras for us. We didn't think we'd watered them enough, but these look alright.
These look fine,
The Blue Danube didn't particularly like not being watered much, but we didn't have much water to water them with. We're not on mains up here, it's all collect your own.
yeah. 2 seed potatoes we put in there.
Oh, 2 seed potatoes,
Oh,
okay.
some of this one's gone a bit.
Is that not seed?
That might be the seed potato.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Sophie and I just got married recently. A couple of weeks before the wedding, we decided to get Sophie's engagement ring polished. The next day, she was up here digging through compost like this with no gloves. So I bought her a pair of gloves.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's not an enormous harvest, but it's some good ones there.
They're the biggest sized ones we've had.
Yeah, I just picked that. That's probably the biggest one there, and that's a good one.
Yeah.
As good as any baking potato you buy in a shop. That's a bit scabby, but not massively. That's a good little harvest, that.
Yeah.
Pleased. And there's the Blue Danube. Like I say, we didn't water these anywhere near enough because, well, we didn't have any water to water them with, but next year we'll have plenty. Happy?
Happy.
So Sophie's just going to harvest some cucumbers. Again, because she's little, he makes them look bigger. So
The size of me.
we will measure some of these later. But it's only 2 weeks growth because they were only babies when we left. It's was it 17th of September now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17th. So I'd have thought these would be the last ones we had, but there's others coming along still. We're going to try cutting a bit off of one and see.
Oh, yeah.
I watched on a video the other night, last night, whenever it was, about cutting part of one, cutting through like there or something.
Yeah.
And then it calluses over and it keeps really well on the plant, and the rest of it can keep growing, but I'm not convinced about that, so we'll see. There's another one, another couple here, so another couple here. This is my wife. Look at the state of it.
Bit soily.
So, just a little review for the Femspot variety. They're a bit soily.
Nothing to do with my hands or anything.
It was only a couple of weeks ago. She was in a white dress, all made up, and now back to normal life. Yeah, it's not a bad harvest. I'll just take these couple here. I think we might be making some cucumber soup if that's the thing. Get these two. It's not a bad harvest at all.
Nope.
We'll measure the biggest one, see what we got. I think our best cauliflower yet.
Yeah.
Let me show the size of it. There you go. That concludes the video, our very first video. We only popped up to harvest a couple of spuds and things, and we got a wheelbarrow full of stuff. There's quite a lot more that we could have had, isn't there?
Yeah.
So if anybody actually watches this, thanks.
We're a bit wet.